Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope everything in your world is fantastic. Everything here it's actually pretty good. Today the governor gave us a half day, so I actually came down here and played some today. After talking yesterday, you can see my silly string. After talking yesterday about not spending a whole lot of time in here anymore, I just felt the calling. I didn't turn the switch on and play Skyrim. Instead, I came down here, I moved the bed out of my way, so I have my floor space back. I cleaned off the bench some, put some stuff away, worked on the sword a little bit. I'll talk about that sometime in the future. Played with the lighting in here, just to see. I actually put a baffle up here, or a barn door you would call it, to kind of take the shine off of everything back here, because I felt like it was kind of, I was kind of fading into the background a little too much. And then I ended up making the light that you're seeing here, this orange glow. I built myself, I had a little light socket, and I've always wanted to have like a portable, I'll just show you. It'll just be easy. I've always wanted to have like a little light that I can use for photography purposes, or not photography, but for cinematic purposes. And so I had this socket, and I made myself a bracket, and I had a little swivel head and this old tripod stand, and then I just used some let me turn it off. I used some cardboard, some hot glue, and some aluminum foil to make myself a hood so that I could use that to direct the light where I want with the swivel head. And now I have a nice little tungsten, it's not a tungsten light, but it is a tungsten glow. Nice little fill light that I can use to kind of give some more warmth to this particular space, and maybe some future stuff. I've been thinking quite a bit about future stuff. So I got to play. I played in here. I made something. I made that thing today, and no cameras. I didn't turn anything on. I didn't try to film anything or come up with anything profound. I just came in here and goofed off and played for a little bit, did a little bit of soldering, a little bit of hot gluing, a little bit of crafting, you know. So I think I like it. I think I like the look of it. When I'm looking at the screen, I can't see it on my computer. I didn't actually do any light tests before turning the camera on. So you're seeing, I'll see it for the first time also. So let me know, comments below, what you think about the new kind of lighting and whether it is more appealing to you. So I asked you guys to tell me some of your family's odd holiday traditions, because my family has, well, we have two, but we have one holiday tradition that I think is more unique. We'll say that. And this started a while ago. I don't know how long ago, but it's been probably at least 10 years, maybe longer. In my area, there's this event every year where the students, it's a fundraiser for the school. The school will bring in this, like, I don't know, vendor of some kind that sells knickknacks. And the kids can go buy these knickknacks for their parents. And it's like completely overpriced garbage. I always call it Santa's Jip Joint. I think it's called Santa's Workshop. But when I was a kid, it would be this big, they would have this big table area in the gym, and we would walk around, and there was just like stuff that said dad on it, stuff that said mom on it, stuff that said sister and brother, and just like generic, really poorly made garbage that was like, you know, $10. And so when at some point my nephews were buying that stuff for us, and we decided to kind of make it a thing. And so of course everybody wants to open presents early, so what we came up with was what we call our Kids Christmas. And Kids Christmas usually happens, you know, a week or two before actual Christmas. Sometimes it happens right before Christmas, but the tradition has been that the kids buy their stuff for everybody. And it started with the Santa's Jip Joint, and then it turned into going to like Dollar Tree, the dollar store, and because like once the nephews got into high school and middle school, there's no more Santa's Jip Joint. That was an elementary school thing. So that they would go to the dollar store and we'd just buy, $1 gifts for everybody. So they would buy a gift for all the kids and all the parents and the grandparents, and then we would get together one evening, and the kids would give us all of these little gifts, and then we would order Chinese food and watch A Christmas Story. And that's been a tradition that we've held for quite a long time now, probably 10 years. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering, but we did it this year, and it was pretty great. We did it this year, but we watched the live Christmas Story, and the live Christmas Story was not good. It was really bad, but we did it anyway. We had our Chinese food, we had the kids' gifts. So that's one tradition that we do. The other thing that's been a tradition with just Jamie and I, Alina, when she was little, one of the only ways to get her to sleep for any length of time was to put her in a car. She was colicky until she was like 3. So we would just drive around, and it became a thing on Christmas Eve, that anticipation that kids always have, to help kind of dull that anticipation. We would get in the car and go look at Christmas lights. Now, I put that in air quotes because hey, we're going to go look at Christmas lights, and that became our thing. But I actually really enjoy looking at Christmas lights. I really enjoy the creativity of it all and the beauty of it all, especially if there's snow. But the truth is, it was like, let's drive around until Alina falls asleep. And that has been a thing that we've done now for probably a decade. Every Christmas Eve is just drive around and look at the lights. And I don't know if we're going to do it this Christmas Eve. I don't know where I'm going to be this Christmas Eve, but I hope that I get to spend it with my kids. I'm not positive yet how that's going to work out. Jamie and I haven't talked about it. But, those are my 2 traditions. So we did have somebody respond and actually shared some pretty awesome stuff with us. So I'm gonna put some stuff up on the screen here that Peter shared. Peter says, every year since my daughter was born, we go over the top with funny Christmas card, building sets, costumes, extensive lighting setup, green screens, etc. And then he said, if appropriate, I can share a card or 2. And so here I'm just gonna put up the first one that he sent. Is these are just fantastic. And then this would be the second one. And that is probably one of the best traditions ever. I've seen quite a few of these online, like, here's our goofy Christmas card tradition, and that's awesome. I've never been a Christmas card person, so we don't have that. But I thank you for sharing that with us, Peter. That really means a lot to me. So, yeah. It is Friday. I finally have money so I can go Christmas shopping, and I think Jamie and I are going to do that tonight. We had planned to go together tonight and buy some stuff for everybody, and that's still a plan. And yeah, I'll be here on Christmas Day. I'm not going to miss it. Didn't miss it last year, won't miss it this year. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my stories, and I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you get to spend some time with your loved ones, and I'll see you on Christmas Day. Today's random fact comes from FAIRMBOY.ca. Why is a peach fuzzy? Experts agree that the fuzz helps the peach defend itself from various threats. Some feel the fuzz was developed to give the fruit more resistance to insects and diseases. Another theory is that the fuzz protects peaches from sunburn and potential water loss. Millions of peaches, peaches for me.